Well gone wild. Oil tossed to the winds. Troubleshooters doggedly try to cap the runaway gusher. For in a world where blood and oil too often run together, spilled oil is the concern of every man. With the Middle East in uproar and Venezuelan oil wide oceans away, the discovery of a new oil field is doubly important. And the discovery has been made. Oil wells are coming in and being capped at the rate of one every 12 hours in Western Canada. Authorities now know that most North American oil wells tap the same vast underground bed stretching from the Caribbean to the Arctic. But Louisiana and even mighty Texas have been thoroughly explored. The unknown quantity in the oil story today is Canada. Here in the sheltered wheat-growing region of the West, a new crop is being harvested. Black, rich oil, a year-round crop. Hundreds of pumps untiringly suck the oil from the deep beds where it lay for ages. Since 1947, the production of oil has increased tenfold. Yet the oil areas have scarcely been scratched. Oil men claim Canada's total needs will soon be surpassed. Then prairie oil will flow into the markets of the world. Many people find it ironic that after struggling so hard to get oil out of the ground, it is fed right back in again. Into the new pipeline that drives 1,200 miles to Great Lakes tankers goes Western Canada's bid for a balanced economy. Oil for oil-hungry markets. Question: how much lubrication do the wheels of modern man need? How much gasoline to keep his transportation from stalling? How much oil to keep him warm? For today's world, how much oil is enough? Focal point for the Canadian boom is Edmonton, the quiet provincial capital which became a hectic frontier town. Skyscrapers rise above banks and Quonset huts. Streets originally built for pleasant drives shudder at the workaday traffic they must bear. On every side, new business mushrooms to service the new industry. Derricks, diamond drills, pumps. Whatever oil men need, they've got it. New homes sprout faster than streets can be built for their owners' new cars. Yet so crowded is the city that many people can find no other accommodation than tar paper shacks. Neon barometer of prairie prosperity is the gay new nightlife. It goes fine with the influx of thousands of oil experts, from financiers to roughnecks out for fun. Any man with oil on his jeans is a roughneck, and any roughneck's idea of the right kind of night work is a lively dance with girls to match. Calgary is the financial hub of the oil fields. Here in the plush petroleum club, company executives, some of them ex-roughnecks, make the deals which make the headlines. Lusty and shrewd, they play for high stakes. One gambled $23 million sinking 133 dry wells. But the roar of the 134th shook the oil world. In quiet boardrooms, oil men press the feverish search. Like generals in battle, they shift, scheme, attack. Their purpose? To bring in new wells. As latecomers to the oil game, Canadians reap the benefit of other countries' experience. Added to their own energy, it produces an unbeatable combination. In their fight for oil, no obstacle is too great. No tactic beyond their imagination. barge weighing hundreds of tons can be torn from its moorings, trundled miles across country, and be drilling again, all in 48 hours. Everywhere in the West are unmistakable signs of the new prosperity. Oil revenues pay for new roads, bridges, and other services, even in non-oil producing areas. Day and night, round the calendar, the dangerous work goes on. You haul up a mile of pipe just to replace a dull bit. You spin the 90-foot sections together and send her down. Thread another. Down it goes. And down again. A roughneck crew that knows its job works like men possessed. A good crew with a demon on the winch can change a mile of pipe in 4 hours. From a dozen famous fields, the black bounty flows to the refineries. Like other parts of this young industry, they too work around the clock. Out from the refineries to homes and factories, the oil speeds across the land to be further processed into heat, light, paint, plastics, and 1,000 other products. But so great is the world demand for oil that even this hardly tapped oil region is not enough. Already, petroleum experts are looking beyond to Canada's north, to where lies the largest known reservoir of oil on Earth. Lonely Fort McMurray, in an area 60 miles long and 30 miles wide on the Athabasca River, is an untapped source of oil, estimated to contain 5 times the world's known reserves. So vast and so rich is this phenomenal store that the oil seeps out of every crack in the hillside, clogs every footstep. But paradoxically, its very accessibility is its biggest handicap. For the big problem is how to separate oil from mud. For decades, no practical method of separating oil from sand was known. But today, 2 men, Professor K.A. Clark and S.M. Blair, have found the method. Hot water, mixed with the tar sand, floats the oil to the top. But the goal, involving hundreds of millions of dollars, is in translating the laboratory experiment into a large-scale operation. And who will foot the bill? The story of Canadian oil will not be complete without the colossal oil hoard of Alberta's tar sands. And so it is that the new harvest of oil is taking its place with the famous grain of Canada's western plains to help feed the needs of people everywhere. 2 crops now from the one rich earth.